Alrighty, folks. So it's about almost 3 p.m. So it's almost power hour right now, and the markets are not looking so pretty. And in fact, I'm actually in SQQQ as I'm making this video, which I'm up on a little bit. I got in at about 38. Or not 38, 33.83. I almost mixed up the numbers here. It's not even at $38 right now, guys. It's at 34.36. So the markets are down right now. We have the Nasdaq down 1.5%, Russell's down 0.7, the S&P's down 0.9, as the Dow's down 0.4, and the VIX, funny enough, is also down. The VIX is down 0.2%. Oh my goodness, I just realized the metals today. Oh, guys. Silver's down over 5% right now. What the heck's going on there? Gold is down 2.7. Oh, that is not good at all. So let's dive into the video, guys. We're going to break down a bunch of charts, stocks. You guys know the deal. So sit back, relax, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo if you like free money. If not, I guess don't get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. And you could also get up to 12 stocks from Webull if you like even more money. If not, hey, leave the free money for somebody else. And full disclosure, guys, all those links help out the channel. So let's dive into it. Again, everything across the board in terms of the indexes here. Of course, we have some individual stocks that are moving up, but indexes are all moving down right now, which is really not a good sign in the short term for the bull. Actually, I'll take that back. It is a good sign considering how overbought the markets got. And did I not say this in my videos yesterday, the day before, that markets were getting too hot? And I feel like after the Fed meeting, and I was saying this a couple days ago, and after big tech earnings came, I think the markets were due for a bit of a sell-off. Not a full-on crash or something crazy like that, but a little bit of a pullback. That's what I was saying, and lo and behold, here we are. We're getting that pullback. So it's clear as day. I mean, if we're looking at triple Q and I zoom in a little bit, we got way too hot. We hit about 315 yesterday, and now all it's doing really, guys, is simply pulling back to the lows, or not even the lows, but the levels from yesterday. I mean, it's barely even pulling back, to be honest, but it is down nonetheless, and I think there could be more downside to come. I mean, just looking at this chart, and that's the funny thing, guys. A lot of people are like, oh my God, stocks are falling down. And they're literally just at the levels that they were at yesterday or a couple days ago. I mean, it's really not that bad. And I know the titles I use sometimes might be a bit dramatic, and I might be contributing to that a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just playing the YouTube game here. But, I mean, come on. Some of these stocks are literally at the levels that they were a couple days ago, but I think they're still due for a bigger pullback. A lot of these stocks, and triple Q especially, which right now is still pretty overbought, and we can see clearly, a big support coming up at about 295, 300. 295, that's where we triple topped at this point right here. You guys can see this was back in the middle of November throughout the middle of December. We failed breaking out of 295, 300 multiple times. That's where I feel like this could be coming down to find support. Whether it's probably not going to happen today, guys. I mean, we only have an hour and 15 minutes left of trading. Whether it's today, maybe, I doubt it, but maybe at some point next week, which is more likely, I think we're going to come down to this point. And full disclosure, again, I'm in SQQQ as I'm making this video, and I'm probably going to get out of it before the weekend. I'm not going to hold over the weekend like I did last Friday into Monday, just to play it safe, right? Just to play it a little bit safer this go around. I was a little ballsy last week. I'm not going to lie, guys, for holding SQQQ over the weekend. I'm going to be honest. It took some kahunas to do that. But I did that, and it ended up working out. And SPY, if I pull it up, is also pretty overbought. I mean, we hit 420, which I think that was yesterday, and you guys know 420, that was resistance early June, also end of August, right? So we hit 420. Now I think we're due for a little pullback. Not a crazy crash or anything to the point where, we're going to go to the lows, which could happen at some point in the future, but we're not getting that. The technicals aren't showing us that yet, but I'm thinking this could come down a little bit more, maybe down to the lower 400s. Well, technically it is low 400s now at 412, but maybe down to 405, 400, and that'd be a big test for the bulls. If the bulls held 400, maybe we'd start continuing the uptrend from that point. Maybe we start, making a move back to 420, maybe even higher than that, but before we end up potentially doing that, I think we have to come down a little bit more. At least that's my take. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, as always, guys. So let me see. let me pull up my my handy dandy Instagram app. And by the way, make sure to go follow me on Instagram, guys, at StasSurfes, StasSurfes. Go follow me on there if you haven't done so already, guys. And I'm gonna go on Earnings Whispers, which you guys probably have heard of. No, they're not sponsoring the video. I just use their Instagram app, or their Instagram page, to see what earnings are coming up. So today we didn't really have any earnings. We had Cigna, a bunch of companies that I don't really give a crap about, and I doubt you guys care either. So we're not going to break down many earnings in this video, but we are going to break down some movers here. We have Apple up 3% right now after they ended up missing on EPS and I believe on revenue as well yesterday. I'm pulling the numbers up right here. Yeah, they missed revenue by $4 billion. They missed EPS by 6 cents. iPhone sales were under the estimate. I think iPhone sales, well, I don't think it's right here. They came in at 65.77 billion versus the 69 billion estimate, so that was under the estimate. Greater China, North America, and Europe net sales, despite, or not despite, but all the net sales are down. And yes, I know the comps from last year are difficult. They're difficult comps, but still, Greater China, North America, and Europe net sales are all down year over year for Apple. And quite frankly, Apple is just way overbought. I'm even considering trimming some Apple. Again, you guys know, I mean, this is a stock that I never want to sell out of fully, but I always, I don't want to say always, but when I think it's too frothy, I trim a little bit. When I think it's undervalued, which I haven't really bought Apple in a while, but if it gets undervalued again, I'm going to be buying a little bit more Apple. I think last time I trimmed it, I'm not even kidding, guys. All you guys that were watching the channel back in August, you know this. I literally timed the top. And you don't always time the top, guys. Trust me, you do not always time the top. But sometimes you do. I think I trimmed at about 175, something like that. And you guys saw what happened after that. We ended up dumping all the way down to 124. Now we're getting to a point where we're overbought. We're arguably getting a little frothy here. I'm considering it. I'm considering trimming a little bit more Apple. And of course, I'll let you guys know what I do end up doing. So Apple's up on the day. We have SQQQ again up now to 34.50, which is good. I might have to get out of that trade pretty soon here, guys. Maybe I'll even do it during the video if it gets to a point where I want to get out. I'm thinking about getting out anywhere around 34.75, 35 bucks. We'll see how it goes. But JWN today, did you see JWN? It is up 25%. Unbelievable. I think there's some stuff going on with Ryan Cohen. Yeah, he takes a stake in Nordstrom, and there's so much hype behind that guy. It's insane. I mean, I think he was with Chewy at some point, of course, with GameStop, and I don't really keep track too much on what Ryan Cohen does or whatever, but that's the piece of news that came out on JWN. And if I was in JWN right now, guys, full disclosure, I'm not, but if I was, this is one that I would for sure be trimming. And if you're in it, I'm not telling you to go trim. All I'm saying is that's what I would consider at this point. Well, of course, depending on where I got in, let's just say this, if I bought any time, in the past couple months, I'd be trimming on this pump for sure. If I was a betting man here, I think this comes down, it'll cool off in the short term. Maybe not down all the way to 15 bucks again, but I think it will come down maybe towards 20, 22. Maybe we hold that point a little bit before potentially running up again, maybe into earnings. Earnings are coming out here pretty soon. Actually, not really pretty soon. We have a couple weeks, about a month. Early March is when those earnings will come out. So JWN's ripping. Unfreaking believable. It is on fire. Same with Tesla right now, which you guys can see is up 1.3%, and it's right at 200 bucks pretty much at 191. And what did I say a couple days ago when Tesla was at like 165, 170? 200 was definitely in the cards. And lo and behold, here we are. I think we hit 200 earlier. Yeah, we hit literally 199 bucks earlier, guys. Unreal on Tesla. And I don't know. At this point, it's going to be tough. We're at a big resistance at 200. That's where we failed in the end of November heading into December, which you guys know December was a bloodbath for the stock. Unbelievable. So I have a tough time believing we're just going to plow right through 200. I could be wrong, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to make any moves on Tesla right now. I think the main move has been made in the short term. I wouldn't chase it. I wouldn't FOMO into it, but I'm still going to set my alert at 200 bucks to see what it ends up doing at that point. So let's come down a little bit more here, guys, before I wrap the video up. Let's see what stocks are selling off today. We have Amazon down a whopping 8%. Let's pull that up. Amazon's down a good amount here, which I don't know. This is one that's getting interesting again. You know, it was getting a bit ahead of itself when it got to 120 yesterday, but now in the low hundreds again. You know, if we do hold these moving averages at about 100, 102, maybe we get a little short-term pop on Amazon. I don't know. I'm not in it yet. Again, I'm actually in SQQQ, which is a bear ETF, so I'm still technically, bearish in the very short term. But heading into next week, anything's possible. You know, low hundreds, I'm going to be watching Amazon, heading into next week. And if it got under $100 into the 90s, maybe back under 90 at some point, which who knows, that'd be a point where I'd consider it even more, right? We have Coinbase down 5.6% on the day. Not the best, but I mean, come on, guys. Coinbase has literally gone up. It went up 3x pretty much from $30 to 90. That's insane, right? So it's going to pull back a little bit. That's just the nature of the game here. It's not just going to go up and away forever. It's going to pull back a little bit. Then we have Google down 3.5%. Starbucks is going down 4%, which they reported numbers yesterday. And we got to watch it. At least I'm watching it here right around the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Looks like the trend as of now is holding, but we're not officially getting the pop. We might be at some point, but we're not getting it quite yet. So we're about 11 minutes in. I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Just a quick video. I'll make some more content. I have some shorts coming, today as well. So hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get all your free stocks from Moomoo, up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, and up to 12 stocks from Webull. All the details are linked down below. And if you guys want to work more one-on-one with me throughout the day, you want more access to me throughout the day, all my posts, all that good stuff, check out the Patreon. All the details about the Patreon are down below as well. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.